Alycats, any viewers. Today is Inside Alyssa White number 23, which is my Q&A segment, and you can ask me any question whatsoever as long as it's not too offensive or personal down in the comment box down below. And it can be about movies, games, music, books, TV shows, stuff I like, whatever. It can be whatever, so ask down below because I'd love to answer your questions. And let's get started with the questions. First off is Arkham Assassin. He asks, 1. Do I know that I can stream on Twitch straight from the Xbox One? I do know that, and I would love to, but I don't have a Kinect, so I can't film my face or my voice, and I think that kind of makes it more fun to watch because, you know, I'm very inspired by my friend Mrs. Violence. She's amazing, and I just love her streams, and, like, she doesn't just do Xbox One games, she does way more, but, you know, if I did a stream, I would be like, I want to be like at least a quarter as great as she is because, you know, I want to have a high quality stream, and right now that's just not possible, which makes me sad. But I do know that, and it's super cool. 2. If I can learn a foreign language, which one would it be? I've thought about this a lot, but I think I would want to learn Japanese because that's just really cool, and you know, I love Japanese culture, and I think it'd be really cool to learn Japanese and be able to understand it. I think it's really, really cool. And 3, are there any YouTubers you refuse to watch? Yes, I won't go into it, but this one YouTuber I used to be friends with kind of stabbed me in the back because she broke girl code, and we can't stand each other now, so yeah, not going into it. Thank you for your questions. Okay, 6060766 asks, have I played Bloodborne? No, I want to play it so bad. You have no idea. This hurts so much. It's like my heart gets ripped out every time I see someone playing it or talking about it. And I'm like, I want to play it so bad. It's not fair. I want it so badly. I like Dark Souls, and I know this is different, but I really want to play it. I haven't played it. 2. What do I think about the Nintendo NX? There hasn't been a lot of details released. I'm getting tongue-tied, I'm sorry. But, you know, as long as it doesn't come out within the next couple of years, I'm fine with it because I just got my Wii U, like, a few months ago. So, I don't need another console at the moment. Well, I probably do need one. I need a new Nintendo 3DS XL. But, yeah, can't afford it, so please don't release it this year or next year, Nintendo. And 3, what do I think Sony will show at E3? He is hoping for a Resistance PS4 announcement. Well, I'm pretty sure Sony will show, if it hasn't been released yet, I can't remember the official release date, the God of War 3 Remastered Edition. They'll probably show Until Dawn, probably show Street Fighter 5. And then maybe some Uncharted 4, even though it got pushed back. Maybe they'll have some extra footage, maybe, I don't know. And I'm so hoping for some surprise announcements that will totally rock my world. So yeah, I think that's what's going to be shown at E3. Sneztastic asks, have I watched iZombie now, and what do I think? I didn't like the pilot episode, but after that I watched it again, the second episode, and I really like it. It's smart, it's funny, it's a fresh take on the zombie genre, and the actors are all really good. I think maybe I was just too, you know, settled into the thought that I wouldn't like iZombie with the pilot episode, that I didn't like it, but I opened my mind up a little bit more for the second episode and I just fell in love with it, so I'm really enjoying it now. 2. Which game would I like to see made into a movie that hasn't already? I don't usually like video game adaptations. Like, the only ones I've liked have been Resident Evil and, let's see, I enjoyed the Prince of Persia film. It's not really anything like the games, but it was pretty good, in my opinion. A lot of people hated it. I didn't like the Silent Hill films, haven't watched Blood Rain or any of that. So, I think The Last of Us could be really great, and I know they're talking about making that into a movie with Maisie Williams, who plays Arya Stark in Game of Thrones, playing Ellie. I think it could be good if they did it right and they had the right director. So Last of Us would be a really awesome film, I think. 3. How did I get my spot with the local TV station? I went to school with 2 of the people that work there, and they asked me to come on because, you know, they wanted me to talk about my YouTube channel, so I went on. And then after that, Dennis, one of the people that has been there for a very long time, wanted to meet with me, so I met him, and he asked if I'd be a regular, and I said sure, because he knew I knew a lot about the entertainment industry, like games and movies and all that kind of stuff. So that's how I got my once a month regular spot on the show, because I knew a lot about entertainment stuff, and they liked how I was on camera, because I'm professional on TV, okay? I'm not like this on TV. So that's how I got the job. Absolutely love it. I have so much praise for the crew and for the channel. I mean, everyone is so super friendly on the show and the crew and all that. So shout out to Joseph and Megan and Dennis and Joel and Tahani and Ted. I love you guys. If you're watching this, any of you, I love you. You're amazing to work with. I have so much fun. We have a lot of laughter going on, and it's a lot of fun. It's professional, but it's not like too serious. We can have fun and goof off a little bit on air, and it's just so much fun, and I love it, and I would love to keep doing this, you know, for a long time, because it's a dream job of mine, really, even though I'm not getting paid for it. But it's a dream. It's just perfect. I love it. 4. What are my thoughts on Nintendo licensing games for mobile platforms? I don't have the highest opinion of mobile games, so I don't really have that great of an opinion on Nintendo bringing their games to mobile devices, but if it allows more people to experience some of their classic games and become fans, that's great. It's amazing. And as long as they don't, you know, throw microtransactions into the mix with these games, like if they just charge a fee when they sell the game, that'd be great, because I think adding microtransactions to a Nintendo game would kind of ruin it. So, please don't screw this up, Nintendo. 5. What are my thoughts on the Nintendo NX? I kind of just answered that before. I'm not sure about it. There haven't been many details released, so I need to learn more before I can give my full opinion on it. 6. Which console do I use for cross-platform games, PS4 or Xbox One? For the longest time I used the PS4 for any game that came out because that was all I had. But since the Xbox One came out, I really want to play some more multi-platform games on it, but I don't have that many games for the Xbox One. Like, most of them are downloadable. I think the only physical game I have is Dead Rising. That's really sad. Oh, and Rise. I have Dead Rising 3 and Rise, and that's it. I need more Xbox One games. It sucks to be poor. And Rad192 asks, do I own a tablet? If not, have I ever thought about getting one? If so, which one? I do not own a tablet. I have thought about getting one before because I think it'd make it easier for me to make notes about YouTube videos, to watch YouTube videos on it, to do, you know, more work-related stuff on a tablet than using my phone or handwriting in a journal, which I love to do. But, you know, having it on an iPad would be another form of having my notes there, and if I needed to, I could use it in a video and be like, look at my tablet. And the one I thought about getting would be like an Apple tablet, like an iPad, but I'm not sure which one I would get. And they're really expensive. Like, they're really expensive. So, I can't afford one at the moment. And I don't know how much I would use it, but they do look interesting to me, and I love playing with my granny's tablet. I have to play with hers a lot because I have to fix what she needs me to fix. But yeah, I like the iPads. They're just easy to use. I have an iPhone, so it's basically like the same kind of architecture and stuff. Same interface, stuff like that, so it's really easy for me. His second question is, e-reader or physical book? Physical books all the way! I do not own an e-reader. I do not want an e-reader because I love just to grab a book and to flip through the pages and to smell the paper and the ink. It's very nostalgic for me in a sense, and I love to feel the heft of the book. And I like to know the progress I've made by, like, literally seeing how many pages I have and to slide a bookmark in when I'm, you know, taking a break from reading it. And the satisfaction of reading a book and closing its covers is like one of the best feelings in the world. And I just can't do that with an e-reader. I don't want to be poking the screen to turn a page or holding it this close to my face, you know. So I really love physical books. Even though they're more expensive than books on e-readers, I love physical books. I love to see the cover art. I love to read the You know, the ink on the pages. Like, I like to read the words printed on the pages. I like to smell the book. That new book smells amazing. So I love physical books. Tony! Anthony Rapino, but I call him Tony, asks me, what toy, collectible, comic, etc. do I wish I still had? Something that I either lost, sold, have stolen, etc. Okay, the only thing I could think of is I used to have this Mystique action figure when I was a little girl, and as many of you know, I'm obsessed with X-Men. I always have been, because my uncle used to show me like these animated movies they came out with, and he had them on VHS, and I loved them. And then I watched the animated series when it premiered on, was it Cartoon Network? When it first came out, I would stay up until 10 o'clock at night to watch that, and I was very, very young. I was still in elementary school, and I loved it, and I loved the live action X-Men films and all that. And I had this Mystique figure. Mystique's always been one of my favorite characters. Rogue is my favorite, but Mystique's high up there. And I loved that Mystique figure. She was so beautiful, and like, even as a young child, I knew that she needed to be, you know, displayed, not played with. So I would seriously just sit there and look at her. And I don't know where she went, but like, I don't know if my parents like got rid of her or something. But I was so sad when I couldn't find her one day, and my parents didn't know where she went, and I'm just like, I still want that dang Mystique figure back. It was so beautiful. Now the phone's ringing. Shut up! I don't want to talk to you. See, nostalgia gets me crazy. Like, I tell phones to shut up. Seriously. I want that dang Mystique figure back. Okay, next up, I'm so sorry if I butcher your name. Kriya... Oh my freaking gosh! Kriya Anslick. Sorry, the phone kept ringing. Kriya Anslick asks, what TV station do I work on and what do I do? I work on Channel 2, which is not actually Channel 2. It's actually airs on Channel 180, which is weird, I know. But what I do is once a month I go on and I talk about the entertainment industry. What movies are like #1 and so on. What music is like the top soundtracks or top singles, top albums, whatever. I talk about the books that are on the bestseller list. I talk about TV shows that have just premiered or are doing really well in the ratings. I talk about video games that have just been released. I talk about all kinds of entertainment stuff, and it's so much fun. I love it. I love it, love it, love it! And Blind Man SG1 asks, would I consider doing a Let's Play? I've actually done one before, but it just kind of sapped the joy out of playing the game for me. Like, having to capture it and do the narration, it just wasn't very enjoyable to me. And plus the game I played was sucky. It was Flashback, the reboot, and that's a terrible game. But, like, I just didn't enjoy it. He said, if I did, what game would it be? If I did it again, it would probably be, like, I don't even know. I'd probably... Okay, I'm so sorry. My dad just called on this and ruined the video. I'm sorry. But you got to enjoy my Sweet Lord of the Rings ringtone if I don't edit it out. And let's see, let's get back to the question. If I did do a Let's Play, what game would it be? It would probably be like, I don't know, something fun. That's a really tough question. I don't know what I'd play. If I had Bloodborne, I'd do Bloodborne. I don't have it. Maybe like, I don't know. It's really hard to think about it because I don't do it. But Bloodborne would be good because you can see me die a bunch. Let's see. JBC131 asks, what do I think of amiibos and have I gotten any? I think they're a little bit crazy because people like go outside and stay in line for hours to get them, and then like scalpers buy like every single one in a store and sell them on eBay for double the price. But I would love to have some amiibos because there have been a few I really want. Like, I'm gonna go into the list I want. I've wanted Shulk, I've wanted Marth, Ike, Zelda, Princess Peach, Link, Toon Link. Let's see, were there any others I wanted? Those were the main ones I really wanted. And several of those sold out super duper fast. And I was like, no! So, yeah, I don't have any amiibos, but I want some. Oh, and Captain Toad. Captain Toad is freaking adorable. Those are the ones I want the most. As a former GameStop employee, what do I think about other employees viewing people digging in their trash? Well, at the GameStop I worked at, the dumpster was locked with the actual lock, so no one could get in. Like, the dumpster was inside this metal fence with the lid, and they would lock it with the lock, so no one could go dumpster diving in it, so we never had that problem where I worked. But, I mean, personally to me, if GameStop is going to throw out promo items that someone might enjoy, instead of giving it to people that ask in the store if they can have it once they're finished, that's fine. Most of the games, I know from personal experience, they scratch with a key or something, so they're not playable. Yeah. And it is a it is an offense if you get caught. But, I mean, to me, if you can find good stuff in the garbage, just get it. Don't tell any GameStop employee or anything I said that. But, yeah. That's just my opinion. But at the place we worked, it wasn't possible to dumpster dive. Last question, and this is the last question. Do I still like Betsey Johnson, and have I gotten any of her pieces lately? I still love Betsey Johnson. I haven't gotten any of her pieces lately because they're quite pricey, and usually I get my purses and stuff from TJ Maxx or Ross, and they're like $40 there, sorry, not 30. But I just can't afford a $40 purse right now. I have like 10 of her purses and I love them so much, but I need a new purse, to be honest. But I just can't afford it, and like, I want one so bad. I love her stuff. I love her jewelry, her luggage, her makeup cases, her wallets, everything. I love them so much, but I can't afford them, but they're so beautiful. Betsey Johnson is my favorite designer that is not like a high fashion designer. So yeah, I love Betsey Johnson still. So those were all the questions for Inside Alyssa White number 23. Leave yours in the comment box down below. Like the video if you liked it, favorite so your friends and family can see, and share me as long as you do it nicely. And remember to subscribe for more videos of epic geekiness and randomness and lots of funny moments, because I do that a lot. I'm gonna go. Peace and kisses. Bye.